Hello everybody, welcome to Beer Reviews and welcome back to the United Kingdom and to a special kind of beer blog that I'm going to do. This is for a number of reasons, and as you might tell from an even newer haircut than was in the previous videos, it's actually been quite a period of time since I've come back from Chicago, and I would like to apologise for the kind of somewhat lack of content, even though it was only a 2-week span that we were away over New Year in Chicago. It's taken a good couple of months to upload some of those videos and some of the content, and I was hoping to try and keep it short, upload it pretty much in a 2-week space, so pretty much the time we went, but that would have been a lot of content and it would have been far too much, and it just would have flooded the channel and everything that's been going onto there. So it's been spread out over quite a while longer, and also because I have far less time than ever before with what we've got to do. And there's a couple of ways you can keep in touch and keep up to date with what actually I've got going on, and things are a bit more up to speed and up to date, and that will be to follow either the Instagram page, because I tend to take pictures every now and again and just post them up, which is quite simply Beer Reviews, and also the Facebook page, which is also Beer Reviews, and you'll see a little kind of blog post pop up on there, which also link to a Tumblr as well, which is also surprise beerreviews.tumblr.com. And this is probably some of the easier ways. They're all kind of linked together, and you'll find me posting things a little bit more frequently, because sometimes the short amount, even though it's only maybe 15 minutes to 20 minutes of video editing I've got to do on these things, sometimes that's too long, because big news, fantastic news I suppose for me, is that I've been promoted. I'm now actually the head brewer at Atom Brewery, which is, if you'd have asked me, what is it, 5 years ago now since I started in the brewing industry, would I be where I am today? I wouldn't have thunk it, not for a few more years, but I'm very proud to have taken on the crown, I suppose, and to head production for Atom, and to become kind of like, flavour-wise, the brand ambassador for Atom, which is really awesome. It's a great opportunity, and I really am throwing myself into it. Hence why a little bit slow on uploading some of the videos, and hopefully now I'm a bit more in tune since coming back from New Year and going headstrong into a new job. I can tackle getting on top of these things now, because I still love doing these. I still love doing video blogs, and it's coming up to, I think it's 3 years now since I started doing beer blogs, and I'm certainly not going to stop doing these things. It's just going to have to change, and that's probably, from the title of this video, you've guessed the big thing that I want to talk about is changing the channel, because now I am in a position of somewhat power. I am a representative of the company. I don't particularly want to fill the channel with any negative content anymore, because actually over time I've learned that negative content isn't necessarily a good thing. It's been a while since we've done proper ratings on beer, since I've kind of given things, 9.5s and all that out of 10, because negativity isn't ever really good in my books in kind of the craft brewing world. We're all still learning to some extent, and I'd more rather give like a general impression of the beer and the flavours that are there, and in any way possible kind of document the extraordinary range of beers that we've got out there, and also show how we kind of a further exploration of some of these beers and perhaps how breweries develop. And I think that's more important now, and especially now that I'm in a position where being critical is just not a move that I can do. I'd rather be self-critical of my own products than be overtly critical of others. But because I am now in charge, and now I have to kind of develop my palate even further and begin to work out the recipes behind some of these beers and get more influence from things, I'm still going to go headstrong into it and still document my experiences with beers. So what you might see from now on is some more kind of general discussions, more of futures of styles, trends in beer movement, just the general craft movement indeed, and what's happening there, and perhaps some more commentary on my opinions of things, perhaps like takeovers by bigger breweries of craft breweries, things like that. I'll try and keep my finger more on the pulse and perhaps have a bit more discussion around those things. Also, I'm going to try and do some more tutorial videos, which I haven't done for a very long time, but I really do enjoy doing, and now I guess the brew house is kind of mine. Hopefully there'll be some videos from Atom which I'd like to upload, and perhaps talk about industrial process of brewing, which might be interesting to some who are looking to start a brewery, or might be interesting to home brewers who want to see how it happens on a professional kit, or just to people in general who want to see how beer's made in a professional brewery, I suppose. I'd also like to try and do some more homebrew testings as well, especially from people in the local area. I have quite numerous amounts of beer lying around, which is probably a bad thing. I probably should have tried some of them earlier, but I would like to do some homebrew tastings and perhaps analysis of flavours and break down styles and give commentary on them, because I think that's been really helpful for some people who've asked me to do that before. And I think, you know, spread the love, spread the knowledge is a great way to kind of further the channel. But after all this blurb, I guess the major thing that I want to ask is what you guys, who are my viewers, want to see from me, what you would like content-wise moving forward from now. As I say, I will still continue to do, I suppose, beer reviews, but more like beer tastings, I guess. Still going to go to other places and try different beers from around the world as well if I can. Still going to do trades, still going to try some of these crazy rare stuff. Very much look forward to it. But if you want to see more content, what would you like to see? And now that I have more capacity to show more of a professional side of brewing, is that something you're interested in? Would you like to see that? Would you like some more tutorials? Would you like kind of ask bear sort of thing? So you ask me questions about brewing and what you think. Would you like to see some homebrew tutorials? Because I've definitely got the space to show you some of them now, especially running forward with the Atom Beer School and stuff. And these are really important things for me, and hopefully if I put this out I'll get some responses soon, but I will take on board anything. So even if you see this video a year from now and you're still going like, well, I haven't seen anything happen but I would like to see me do this, yeah, just leave a comment, just send me a message. Again, Instagram, Facebook, great ways to get in touch, Twitter as well, any of those things. Feel free to get in touch with me at any point, because furthering on and going from here, it's got to be about what people want to see. And you know, I think I've got more capacity to do some more stuff now, which is pretty cool. So what is actually still to come? You know, just a little teaser of some of the things that we've got in the cellar to still do reviews on. So yes, I've still got the vast majority of the beers I brought back from Chicago. I've still got a lot of those. I've still got the 18th Street stuff, which are really interesting. I can't wait to get my teeth into some of them. I've still got one of the Dark Lords. Unfortunately, I couldn't really wait on the 2014 one. I just needed to try it in a big group tasting session that I run in the Hull area. We cracked over one of them, but I've still got the 2012, which I'm planning on opening with a friend at least, which would be quite cool. I've also got the selection of Cloudwaters in, the new releases from them, so I've got the double IPA version 2, which I'm mega excited to try. Loved the first one. They made some adjustments for this second one. Can't wait. In fact, it's in the fridge. I'm going to do it after this video. I've also got the Vermont ESB, which is using the Conan Ale yeast strain, which is a yeast strain that I've wanted to use for a long time, and again, I have the capacity to do so, which is cool. So see what it's like with Cloudwater, who are doing some crazy good hoppy beers at the moment. We've got the Topping Goliath Pseudo Susan again, which is cool, but this time we've got cans and they are relatively fresh. Had one from the start of February, had a 4-pack which was from the start of February, I should say, and I've got some from the start of January, so they're still within a couple of months worth of age at least. It's now early March, in case I don't upload this video very soon, which is seeming likely, to be honest. I've got some of the Beaver Town new releases as well. So I've got the Double Chin, which is the double neck oil from Valentine's Day. I've got their Espresso Stout as well, which people have been going mad for, which is cool. And the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, all beers that have got some major hype behind them. Spoiler alert, I had the Double Chin. So good. We've also got some of the new Almond Apollos in too, so some of their more wacky stuff like protein shake IPAs and things like that, which I can't wait to try too. And I guess for now that'll have to do. Obviously it's kind of a big thing to take in, I suppose, for some of you. For the content on the channel is going to change massively, but I still want to do this because I really still enjoy sitting in front of a camera and waffling about beer for several hours. If you can't tell, I like talking a lot. And please tell me what you'd like to see. If it's discussion on styles or something like that, tutorials on how to brew, tutorials on how to brew beers, I would love to see some of those things, some of those comments at least of what you want me to do, and I'll leave it at that, I suppose. So please, as always, like, favourite, comment and subscribe, particularly like me on some of the Instagrams and Twitters and Facebooks and stuff, so you can keep more up to date with me if I don't get these videos updated in time. And until the next beer review, cheers.